Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Mom. This morning we have a special guest. Michelle has come on with me and I said her name so other people do know me. I guess you know I have a daughter named Michelle, whatever. Moving on. This morning I wanted to talk about, Michelle, you want to say hi?
Hello.
Yeah, she's on speakerphone so y'all can't see her, but I can. So, and hopefully I will look at her and not the other parts of my screen, which seems to be one of my malfunctions when I'm trying to do this. So, we're going to talk about albino spots. I know that's not the politically correct thing to say, but when I was a child, my brother and sister both had these spots on their elbows and knuckles and wrists and whatnot. Somehow it seemed to affect the jointed areas more on them, and then it sort of spread. But we were kids, so we called them albino spots. Um, I think the actual name, I don't remember what the actual name,
Vitiligo.
Patago, or do you remember the name, baby?
Vitiligo.
Vertilio? Okay. So basically, my siblings both had this, and mom was really concerned about it, so she took him to the doctor, of course, and the doctor was like, well, sorry, sometimes it just happens to people, so it just is what it is. You've got it, and um, tough, right? If it gets on your face, maybe a little makeup, they were sort of like, whatever. Super duper helpful. So my mom would not accept that answer. And so in those days there were no internet. So she had all these herb books and all these medicine books, and she started looking through it. Discovered that really all it is low functioning liver. So, she had my brother and sister start taking beef liver tablets, desiccated beef liver tablets. Then they also took cod liver oil. In those days, there were not cod liver oil capsules. There were cod liver oil in the bottle, and you took a tablespoon. And then also CoQ10. So, because I was their sibling and whatever they had, mom thought I might have, I also got to have some. So I had beef liver tablets and nasty, nasty spoonful of cod liver oil, which would give me cod liver oil burps, which was horrible. And also CoQ10. So after about 2 months, the spots on my brother and sister's elbows and joints just started becoming normal skin colored again. You could actually see like it would start around the hair follicles and then just spread the proper colored spots, and then the white spots went away. And then after the 2 months or so, it was done. And then we got to quit taking cod liver oil. Yay! And never had to do it again, right? So the process of restoring the liver was permanent, right, for that situation. So it's one of those things that if the doctors told my mom that my brother and sister couldn't ever be healed of it, they would have spent their entire adult lives walking around with albino spots. But as it is, I'm sure they both forgot about it because it just went away and was gone. It's one of those things that happens in your childhood, and boom, you have this issue, and then it's fixed. So oddly enough, I had children, and then come around 12, 13 years old, my son started getting faded spots around his knuckles and joints. They weren't like full on albino spots like my brother and sister had, but I gave him cod liver oil in the capsule, beef liver tablets, and CoQ10. And he took that for about 2 months, and those completely disappeared and have not returned. He's in his early 20s now. So, one-time thing. It could have been generational, these albino spots, because apparently we have slightly weak livers that run family-wise. But that healing thing with something so simple, just some beef liver tablets and CoQ10, and that's no longer an issue. So the reason I tell you this is because if you were told by the doctor that was something that was not treatable and it was forever, and you have whatever the real name is, but I call them albino spots. Sorry, I mean no disrespect. I really mean no disrespect. It's just, that's what I learned as a kid. So if that's your situation, then I just wanted to share this information with you so that you could just take something as simple as a few tablets and be consistent for a few months, and those would just heal right up. More importantly than the spots disappearing off your skin is that your liver is healthier. So I know you can't see it, so you don't really care, but in the spots you really, really can see, so you super, super do care. That's what I wanted to share with you today. So do you have any questions for me, baby? No, all right then. What, babe?
No, I just, that's very interesting.
Well, thank you. And I'm not sure you even knew that about your brother. So
I only remember you told me this story maybe a month ago. I had no idea he had vitiligo.
Vitiligo. So anyway.
No, it's really interesting though too, because it makes you wonder, what else are the doctors saying that can't be cured? Just go on with your life, that you just take some vitamins and it goes away.
Right. Well, and in this case, it's just a weakness in his liver. And it must be a particular part of the liver that was weak, not the whole thing necessarily, so that it's screaming on the doctor's tests and stuff, but just that particular portion of the liver is weak. And so you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And the only reason is because my mom was super stubborn and wasn't going to let my siblings spend their life with it. And she had the right books to figure that out. So bravo, Mom. And bravo to anyone else who needs this information. So, y'all, you have a lovely Sunday. And thank you for spending time with Mom. And we're trying to look at the screen. Good night.